I get home about 7 o'clock after training. I have a shower. I'll sit down to Ultraversity through till about 10. I'll have a little snack to eat and then I'll go to bed. If for one day I end up not doing that, I feel like I'm behind. And it is a lot of work to do. And if you're not disciplined enough to regiment your time, set out your time to do certain things, it won't get done. You'll be under a lot of stress and you will not be able to do it. So that's what I personally find. And because my week is so hectic from Monday through to Friday, the only time I really get a chance to sit down and really study the Ultraversity is probably a Friday afternoon. It is something I've always wanted to do anyway. So I am actually more than grateful for the opportunity to actually perform the degree anyway. So the community is good. I don't go on there as much as I should, but every time I have been on there, the conversations and the discussions that are going on there, it is really good for an individual to actually engage in communicating with other peers on the community. That's what I believe anyway. I've left a few messages on there and just thought people probably won't respond to them. It's probably not a big question enough for them to answer. And I've been alarmed when I've gone back and seen that, whoa, so many people have actually taken time out to read any questions you might have and respond to them. And the responses are really good on the community, I have to say that. I've never put a message on there and not had a response, put it that way. Even if it's one of my peers from here that would, send me a message on the community, but sometimes it's other people on the community that will answer a question, because there is a lot amongst all the researchers that are actually doing the degree. There is you just have to think, like, there's probably going to be so many ICT specialists or so many classroom assistants or so many administration workers. So there's bound to be somebody on the community who could help with any problem you might have. And if not, then the facilitators are quite good. I think there's about 8 or 9 of us that are actually doing the online degree. I see that as being a big advantage. And to be honest, sometimes when you don't feel like doing any work, they give you a boost because they'll come in with a new bright idea, or, oh, I learnt this last night, or have you seen this, or did you have a look at this? And, getting actual face contact, I prefer that as opposed to sitting down on the phone and discussing it with, say, my facilitator on the phone. I feel like I can gain a lot more from somebody sitting there because I can read the facial expressions and whatnot. So I think it is pretty much an advantage because, say, for example, one of my peers, Yasmin, she's one of the ICT ladies here. She's an absolute superstar when it comes to a computer. I'm an absolute novice, put it that way. So she'll come in and I'll say, well, Yasmin, how could I put this together? And she'll give us an idea, and then it will spark off in my head, and then I'll go and add it to my learning journal. That, okay, I was in work today and came across a problem, and Yasmin managed to help me with it and showed me how I could use PowerPoint or use incorporate an Excel spreadsheet into a particular assignment should I need to, and stuff like that. So I do think it is a major advantage, and plus we're all sort of close anyway. So we bring each other at home. Are you going to be online tonight? Send a text message and whatever. So it is a great advantage for us. I've not had any problems with my facilitator. He's always available. Although sometimes I think he must hate to hear my name at the end of the phone. But that's how much I used to ring him. But as time goes by, you tend to obviously not ring them as much because you're gaining knowledge on a daily basis. So you tend not to use them that much unless it's really urgent, because I think there's probably another 30, 40 people that are probably going to be ringing my facilitator. So I'll give them a break and I'll see if I can hackle through this one with asking a few questions on the community. So the community is probably the next best thing. It is the next best thing, and the facilitators are obviously excellent as well. So.